Apparently, it's going to have the largest film studio development in North America. It's like
Really?
100,000 square feet.
Wow, they're really pumping money here.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Steve Zalunardo and Hussein Kabani in the East Meets West podcast. We're here live in Pickering, and we've got a few things to talk about.
That's right.
Yeah, so let's jump into it. Weeks, how are we doing?
What's
our progress?
Progress, it's been coming along. Successes.
Temporary struggles.
Yeah. Well, a little bit of temporary struggle. We'll start with that today. We always have good news to start. It's not overly bad, but
sure.
That condo deal or the townhouse deal I was working on with one of my buyers. What the builder wants right now is an actual firm approved mortgage. They're not looking for like a commitment. They're really actually looking for a commitment that says is that they will still fund you in 2 years from now. Is what they're looking for, and so you got to present this to them. Otherwise, they're not going to move forward with the deal. So,
builders are worried too, right?
Yeah. So one of my clients that we had a deal in there for, he's not being able to get that paper. So that deal is going to go by the wayside. It's going to turn into a residential buyer, a resale buyer right now.
That's where it should be.
Yeah, it works out. But yeah, so then we had a listing that hit the market this morning, and then we have another one next week, and then we have 3 that are kind of end of June into July.
Yeah.
So that's it. And then we got a couple of buyers Joanna's been working with. I know she's been trying to put some deals together. Like she's had these 2 buyers.
It's very noisy this morning.
Yeah. But she had these 2 buyers and they're both she thought we were going to put in an offer for both of them, and for both separate reasons it just didn't work out.
Yeah, but it will. Maybe today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just got some positive news on one of the ones that she was working with. So
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like hitting it out of the park this week, but
it's okay.
We're inching forward 1% a day.
It's all about keep pushing, right?
Yep.
Foot's gonna be in the gas pedal.
What you got?
Yeah, even me. So pretty good. So last week we did 3 deals. This week I did a couple already, nice. And then we have potentially 2 more going today. And then we got 2 offers going out. So there's a bunch of stuff happening, right? And like I said, I want to at least complete half of my inventory before we'll talk about inventory later. But before that July, right? I want half of everything gone. Any new listing I take on after the June, it has to be at July pricing rather than, let's say, coming from a spring market going into the summer pricing. We don't want that, because even look at price adjustments. The property I sold last night at around midnight. We did the deal, and look how price is so sensitive. We were at $519. We had so imagine we're on the market for about 3 months, I think, just shy of 3 months. 100 showings.
In 3 months, 100 showings, and what do you start off at?
$519.
Yeah.
Very, very competitive rate in this
3 months ago.
Condo complex.
Okay.
A condo townhouse, nice little stackable, good area, good location. 519, 509, still 509 for 28 days, nothing. Yesterday we adjusted to 499.
Yeah, that was a sweet spot.
Explosion. Yeah. And we sell 1% off. Let's just call it. I don't want to say the exact number. So just insane how sensitive pricing is. And these are the unsaleables. I have. Last night I have one listing that I'm trying to salvage now. Great clients. They're like, we don't want to go list with another agent. You spend 6 months working on this thing. He's like, what's the point? We're going to list with someone else. They're going to sell it. They're very logical, right? You know how that is, right? They take it in. They lower their price by $5,000. They sell. So we go there last night. We're going to reposition, rebrand it, and re-expose it to the market. So now it's stager back in. They're doing some work around the house, and then we're going to rephotograph the whole property.
Nice.
I get a call during the day, and an agent wants to show the property the day of, or the same day that I'm going. But my clients refuse it because they're doing some renovations in the house and they don't want nobody in. So I get there last night. I said, the lady I spoke to last night wants to close end of June, this month here. Why would you want to refuse that? Yeah. She's like, well, don't you think it's going to be dirty? No, they don't care. Imagine end of June closing, they want to get in.
Yeah, they need paperwork at the lawyers now.
Right?
Yeah.
I called the agent. I go, hey, regarding the show, when did you want to go? I'm in the area now with my buyers. I come in? I go, I'm here. I told my clients, I go, just let them in. Forget it. I'm here now too. At least I can kind of guide them around a bit. And then so they came in. Boom. My clients don't even know about this yet. I'm there at the stage where we're sitting, we're chatting. We plan out a whole new plan for the property. And an hour later on the way home, agent calls me. Yeah. Hey, listen, when my clients like the property, they're going to submit an offer.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. Oh, if it comes in. But I'm saying, that's insane, right?
That's amazing.
After 6 months of just nothing,
But I think these are the times. If you're gonna sell, you're gonna sell. Remember, even with that other one in Pickering, we did another we did it like 3 times, and like I did a short video to share on my social about it too. It's like really like the case study, but reposition, and we had a conversation. We just told them like, you know, if we don't do this right now, we're gonna get stuck. Yeah. So anything that's gonna move, it's gonna move right now. Yeah.
And even another property, it was I think we've been on the market for over 60 days, only 2 showings. I got so I was dealing with that other offer at midnight. I get an email like 11:48. It's like, hey, we want to submit an offer on this property. So I was just talking to the lady now. Submit an offer on the property. These are like the unsaleables. Right now, there's that one good push. I'm like,
but this is the push to get them out. But this is the push to get them out.
Because it's
otherwise July, August is gonna be very painful.
I want to rest too, right?
But you know what? Like, look, I say it's gonna be painful. It's gonna be painful for the inventory that you carry over from the spring, right? It's just what you were saying from the spring. For purchasing, it would be a good time.
That's the whole point. And so that's pretty good. Business is going good. I'm a little tired now. Imagine like we've been going like 80, 90-hour weeks since Jan, maybe even before, maybe December. And so I'm doing some work around the house, which is cool. Nice. I just built a big pavilion. So I bought like so you know people buy those little Bose speakers. It's all for clarity. Screw it. I bought like 4 like 17-inch like kicker outdoor speakers, like 600 watts of power. I bought a 43-inch like smart TV that's gonna sit in the pavilion outside.
That's amazing.
Smart TV for 4K, the whole thing. So we'll be able to watch Formula One races out there, and also let's say when I like to entertain. So instead of having like just music on, I'm gonna have like let's say I like watching Avicii's Tomorrowland 2011, right? Yeah. That's like hardcore, like house music. So boom, I'm gonna have that on YouTube.
That's amazing.
And just like 600 watts to destroy the King Country Estates.
Sounds like you're gonna have an amazing summer out there.
Yeah. We ran water there. We ran electrical. We ran gas. So I'm gonna build an outdoor kitchen just off the pavilion. So now I'm just gonna build a deck. So doing some work out there. Put a chandelier in there now.
Did you?
It's done, man.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
So I know you were telling me before that it's like what, it says 4 people to build that thing, and you were like doing it by yourself.
I did it myself. Yeah. The first time I failed though.
Yeah.
I put it all up. Wind caught it, and the thing all just collapsed, and all this wood started like the cedar just like exploded like a stick of dynamite. Like that was the biggest waste of $2,000, right? And then order the pieces in, and you learn from your failures like anything. Everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't do it. You already screwed it up once. I'm like, guys, relax. I saw what I did wrong. I'm gonna fix it, and I'm gonna proceed. That's exactly what I did. I fixed. I anchored the. Because in the manual it doesn't say to anchor the actual post.
Yeah.
So going around,
makes sense.
I screw it. I'm a carpenter. I was a carpenter, so I pulled the chalk line. I squared it all out. I measured it, laid it out. And I drilled all the columns properly, mounted it.
That's awesome.
So, but it's just bringing a little bit of my old tech.
I'm sure you enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Look at these cows. Right? So,
nice.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. We got racing. So
we got racing tomorrow.
Tomorrow's our race league.
Yeah. I missed one already.
Yeah. It's a little scarier, the first race I had. Yeah. But I learned some tricks now. I got hustled a little bit from some of the...
Now they're going to play dirty. Because some of those people have been racing for how long over there?
Yeah, but I'm pretty bad. I'm going into the first corner there. Remember that one you go flat out at 80?
Yeah.
And then you have to like hard braking.
Yep.
I went right into it. Late braking. I used the guy's car to like make the turn and put him off into the gear.
Yeah, they're not.
You didn't like that too much.
Yeah, they're not going to treat you well.
But it's second nature. Like that's where I want to be. So watch out. And that's it. I'm this weekend. I'm going to Formula One. I'm going to Montreal with my wife.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's this weekend.
So that's gonna be sick.
Cool, man.
So we're leaving tomorrow, Friday. Which
very exciting.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff.
I've been like, aside, like, you have so many fun things going on. Right now I've been like playing with, we have our barbecue coming up, so I've been just like kind of, I wouldn't say stressed out, but just like trying to put in some time on trying to figure out how to get all this stuff arranged, because we got to get our invites and stuff out. So I'm like on the, like.
You got to push it off to someone to do it all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I do, man, and then it doesn't get done my way, and I have to redo it.
All my parties, I can't. Honestly, I give it to my wife or my assistant. I don't want to know nothing. Just see what the prices were last year, match them, and
prices. It's just like more of the logistics of it and whatever. Yeah, because we're doing it at this. I somewhat, but it gets annoying because there's so many things going on all at the same time.
I can't manage it. I compartmentalize or whatever that word is too much. So it's just like. I'd rather do that like 5 days before, but you can't do that, right?
Yeah, you can't.
So my assistant started she already started for October.
Really? Eh?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah.
So,
we're like 30 days out for our event, and I need to get like all of our invites and everything out now, now. Yeah, but it's okay. We'll get it done. Yeah. Cool, man.
So I think, so going back to that, I think you still need. So you're seeing a lot of fun things happening, but it's that separation with work and stuff like that. So work's still flowing.
Yeah.
I should focus a little bit more on it, to be honest, but I'm still getting it done. But I'm also incorporating a lot of other stuff.
Well, it's that time, man, where you make that switch.
You have to. I was listening to guy's name is Gordon Murray. He was a Formula One designer, car designer for like McLaren and Bram, and so he's the one that created the McLaren F1, the actual car. Remember the road car, that insane car where every supercar that was like the first supercar really. That 240 miles an hour. That was still the fastest car besides the Bugatti, like in top end. And he's the one that designed that. So after he retired in Formula One, he wanted to do this, and now he's still working at McLaren. He's coming out with the new F1.
Wow, that's
crazy. Called
the
I think Gordon Murray edition.
Wow,
50/50. So he says it's gonna be insane.
That's gonna.
But it's pretty good. But still, look how he incorporated a lot of stuff. You know, he was doing working like a dog in Formula One, but also he had his passion on the side, and he's like into wine. He's into like a lot of collectibles, stuff like that. So many different facets. But very simple. I think this podcast I listen to is probably one of the most successful Formula One car designers. So basically they start from scratch. They got to design these cars, right?
So they have
very successful. Or in Sienna's 1988, that McLaren, that iconic white and red McLaren with the Honda powered engine. Yeah. That's his design.
Wow.
He's the one that actually brought everything down, like the height of the car and where the flow. He brought in carbon fiber. He brought in the autoclave. Really? He brought in the wind tunnels. He brought in carbon fiber brake. The monocoques, carbon monocoques. Like this guy's he invented the whole thing. Like everything that we're seeing now. Never mind in racing for sure, 1,000%. But even in our automobiles right now, so look at all that stuff tailored down.
A lot of stuff, because that's what ends up happening, right? Like you started at the high end and it just kind of gets watered down.
Right? Well, all the research and development's already paid for up there. You just trickle down.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Cool. So we had a question come in.
So Lee Wong, he replied. He says, "Does Oshawa and beyond is a good place to buy after GM shutdowns?"
Yeah.
I think we've touched on
it. Yeah, we have touched on it before. And my opinion is still the same. Like, I don't think it's going to really affect anything. Yeah. I think that there's too much employment. So, there's going to be more employment coming in. So they're going to
salvage jobs something. They're going to do something there.
I got some real numbers from a meeting on May 28th. So basically there was a realtor developer symposium in Pickering. And basically what they were saying is that Pickering Live, so that casino that's going to be coming up over here, so that's going to create 10,000 jobs. The hotel's supposed to open at the end of next year.
Minimum wage jobs.
but you know what? But the thing is it's still going to create other stuff. So some of it will be for sure, right? Yeah. But the thing is that you're going to have middle management, upper management. You're going to have directors. It's going to be a full
guy that's been on the line for 20 years, assembling motors.
Hey, but
that's tough, right?
But I think that's just evolution. We're not talking about the individual itself. We're talking about overall economy, right?
Fair enough.
So the economy is still going to grow. So Pickering Live, 10,000 jobs. The hotel's supposed to open at the end of next year. So 2020 is when it's supposed to open. Casino is expected to open the first quarter of 2020. Apparently, it's going to have the largest film studio development in North America. Really? It's 100,000 square feet.
Wow, they're really pumping money here.
Yeah, there's going to be a sports and entertainment district.
Real estate's so cheap for them to
but this is what I'm saying is
407 so close.
Yeah, there's 407, 401. You're 10 minutes in between each other. It's a good spot. That's why I've always been
airport out here.
No, so there's a proposed site that's been proposed and expropriated so long ago, and they keep touching on it.
But for light jets and stuff like that, not big commercial.
But it's always but they always talk about it in both ways. Right now, the talk is I think more leaning towards saying a small passenger airport, something like a Buttonville airport would be, because that's slated to close down.
And private jets, stuff like that.
Something like that, and maybe a little bit of cargo or something like that as well. But that's still in the air. It's been talked about for a while.
How close is that to a residential house?
It would be significantly close. Compare it to being something like Mississauga. Saga. Yeah. That's essentially what would end up happening.
Houses are you
when you're going on the 401 and you can see the planes kind of landing. That would be the 407.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be ideally the
You
407.
guys got a lot of land out here too. You can put it in a good spot where it's not.
Well,
Totally
the spot
affected.
is already designated, right?
Oh, is
So
it,
they
yeah?
expropriated the land 25, 30 years ago or so.
Okay.
Even when you drive like north of Brock Road, north of Taunton, even you'll see like farmers feed families and stuff like that because they are farm fields. So they were expropriated, and I believe that they were leased back to the people to actually still continue to
Fair
farm
enough,
on for agricultural use.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so their signs are still up. They touch, hit, and go on it. So it could happen.
Oh, it will.
But I just don't think it's going to be as immediate as people think it's
10,
going to be.
20 years.
Yeah, I'd say that's
As
probably.
the population grows.
Yeah.
But you see, look, these big guys are coming in now and pumping money because real estate's so cheap. Like
Yeah.
land, they can buy mass amount of lands for a lot cheaper.
And they already did.
You're
So
preaching.
yeah, so they already did. So like look at the new Seaton development that's going to go up in North Pickering. So that's basically Taunton Road in between Whites and Brock Road. So that is already started. The sale started in November 2015, and the prices like really escalated. I mentioned on this podcast before too. There was like, I think I mentioned it here. There was a lady that called me, ended up buying in at like $1.7 million for a house there.
Yeah.
They actually cut it down by 200 grand so
Yeah.
she can close, and she was calling me and saying like, can I sell it for 1.7? I was like, there's not a chance in hell.
No.
Right? Like I think best case would be like 1.2, 1.25,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you're really a quarter into it, like huge.
Yeah.
But that development itself, and it's already land that's owned by 4 or 5 builders.
Already, eh?
Yeah, and so the expected in that area still is going to be like 70,000 residents.
Wow.
Just to put it into perspective right now, right?
Matamy's there? Matamy's
Yeah,
Aspen.
Matamy, Aspen Ridge, Brookfield Residential. There's another Tower Hill and Lebovic. So I want to put that 70,000 residents into perspective a little bit. So Pickering right now is just about 100,000, maybe slightly less than 100. And we're talking about like a tight pocket becoming like 70,000
residents or
yeah,
actual people?
residents. 70,000 residents. I would say those are people, right?
Yeah, so 70,000 houses. If there's like, on average 3 to 4 people per house, do the math.
Like,
It's like another 100 and, what's 100 and
Yeah.
200?
yeah, but so even if you say 200,000, do you know what I mean?
Why
Like,
am I getting a blank here? So that's what, 280,000. Let's say 4 people per average per house.
yeah, so it'd be
280,000.
280, yeah.
Wow.
And this is a 10-year plan, like
Yeah,
10 or 12-year plan. So it's
affordability's here.
yeah. So also like I just want to touch back again on Pickering Live because of the employment, right? So there's also plans for like a hotel and a convention center to be put over there.
Wow.
Yeah. And the city is redeveloping existing sites. So like there's like a very prime real estate site at White's Road and White's in Kingston.
How far is that from Oshawa then, all this? It's close by?
Like, okay, if there's no traffic, we're like 20 minutes away, 15 or 20 minutes away. If there's traffic from here, we're like 30, 35 max, but not even.
No.
Like that's me, overestimating, but there's a lot of stuff going on. So like, look,
You said the nuclear plant, they might close too.
but they're also in the process, but they've been extending it year over year, but now they have been in the process of switching it over to Darlington, which is closer to Oshawa. But I mean, obviously, when we talk about like quality of jobs and same trades, that's going to be very different, just like we were comparing back to the Pickering Live, the Pickering Live. But overall, see, like, so this leads me to still believe that Oshawa would still be a safe investment even after the GM thing. Because my knowledge is more specific towards Pickering because that's what I'm focused on. But like, if this much is going on Pickering, you got to believe there's other things that are going on. I just don't have the details. Yeah, because this is the entryway into Durham.
So let me ask you a question. I know we touched on this on the previous podcast. How many jobs were lost there? Was it 5,000 with the employee?
I think it was 5,000.
And at the height of it was about 25,000?
Yeah, like.
So I mean, at 5,000 people, then there was sister companies that did some of the work for them. So maybe it was 10, 15,000 jobs.
It's gonna be something in that range.
Yeah.
But look, if they've been there for a very long time, like I know somebody that's been there. I don't know him well, but I talked to him. That it's been there for a very long time. Like their payouts are like absolutely massive as well. Like over six, like not over 6 figures, but in the high 6-figure range, like mid to high 6-figure range for people that have been there for 25, 26 years. Yeah. Like $400,000, like
so they would maybe sell and just move off to something even Paris.
But the people
Paris,
that like
Ontario.
some of the people I know, I know a handful of people that have worked there, and all these guys have been pretty smart. Like at the GM plant, like they own multiple properties. Like I don't think a lot of these guys are gonna be hurting. And if they've been there for a while, You know, they're good.
It's terrifying change, right?
That's exactly what it is. But we bring knowledge to the situation, right? And like mitigate it, because that's like the media going on and saying,
yeah. Well, they're gonna always, they need to create a story, or else no one's gonna watch, right? It's tough, like. But mind you, I heard something. I'm not too. I heard something, but I don't know the exact details. But there is some. They're gonna do something more there. They're gonna recreate jobs some other way in automotive.
So I'm not.
I forgot what it was. Manufacturing. I forgot what the.
There is something. You're right. I think they're gonna take a portion of it.
That's my problem.
So I think they're gonna take a portion of the site or something else like that to do something related to automotive. I forgot exactly what it is, but there is definitely something that they're gonna do. But just that reminded me too is like Oshawa is having like one of the largest malls built just in the north section of there too. So.
No, it's good.
I think Durham is.
You'll be safe.
Yeah, I think you're going to be super safe.
Oshawa.
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, just like any city, there's pockets where you don't want to be at. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But yeah, overall we're good.
There's a lot of pockets you don't want to be at.
Not Oshawa. Oshawa's good, man.
I remember I had to pick up a deposit check at a place in Rexdale, and it was this shady little plaza, right? And I'm in my, I think, white Mercedes at the time, or maybe it was a black one. Anyway. So I'm all dressed up in a suit and, just doing our regular business, nothing, whatever. So when I'm not familiar with an area, just, coming from experience, I just locked the doors and I had to look at the check and call the realtor and arrange for this check to be deposited, right? So I had the window cranked like this, and then there's this guy just yelling at me randomly, swearing. Who the F do you think you are?
What?
Do you think you're cool? You're an effing stockbroker? What, I'm gonna, kick your ass? Come out. I'm like, okay, it's time to leave.
Get the hell out of here. This is my cue. I gotta go.
And we just roll right out of there.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get that everywhere, and you know what? That's one of something someone asked me about, the crime rate is going up or something like that.
It's population.
But, exactly. Yeah. So as a look at what we just calculated, right? So 70,000 residents, right? Yeah. In a place that's 100,000 or just under 100,000 population right now.
Yeah.
Imagine what the rates they're gonna go up, man. Of course they are.
Guys, the world has been, it's a lot older than us, right? Yeah. So look at Europe, Italy, for example, over 2,000 years, right? 756 BC was when Rome was founded. Imagine how old that is, and I'll calculate that now. These are civilized cities from that era, right? Canada's what? Ontario's 151 or 152 years, something like that. So a good thing, my cousin, I went to go see him in Milan last year. So we went and he wants to move to Canada. He goes, I love Canada. He goes, look, you guys don't even have bars on your windows. It's like everything is just so open and free. Wow. And we're freaked out because even the other night I had a thief, kind of looked, I don't know if you saw that creepy video, that guy in my driveway looking through my car with a flashlight. And it makes sense. He goes, that's such an old country. It's so developed. It's thousands of years old. And once you get a house, you put bars on your windows. You can't just have your doors open or just randomly open, right? Wow. And this is rural country. Wow. So it's kind of we're in a pretty good country. We don't have the bars on our windows yet. Yeah,
so, the word that comes to mind is privileged.
Oh my gosh, what a country.
Yeah. Wow, man. Yeah. That would suck.
Yeah, that's what it is. They have bars. Yeah.
So what do you think, 2,000 years from now? Will we putting...
No, I don't think I'll be around. Unless we, Elon Musk with his data upload link, I can just put myself on a memory chip and just go into different skins.
But you know what? It's not going to be Steve the human. It's going to be Steve the robot.
Cares, man.
No, but it's
mine's
fine.
There, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Your mind's going to be there, and you don't even care about your body anymore.
You pick things, and maybe I want to be a little taller. You know?
You just reprogram yourself. That's it, man. Yeah, you'll be good.
Yeah, it's like a chip, man. Watch the 100 on Netflix. Pretty cool. It's just a little chip that comes out, and they just put a new skin. So
I was talking to one of my friends. And he's really into the technology that's moving forward. Some of the stuff that he was sharing with me, what they're doing with technology, especially in China, it's unreal.
I mean, those were American tech developers that they couldn't, what they were practicing. Some of the guys there, especially with the AI technology, they couldn't practice it in America because of standards. Yeah. You go to China, you do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. But he showed me a video. It was pretty cool. So instead of fireworks, they actually had drones on timing with lights and stuff like that. Yeah, it's think about what you can do from a war perspective or a surveillance perspective if you can get multiple drones. I don't know, man. There must have been like 200 drones, like flying right next to each other and like staying in this pattern, like fireworks, man.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't know.
It's like a bunch, like a swarm of bees.
It's crazy.
Look what they say. The highest. What do they say? The highest development of drone technology was right in Mexico. Why? Because they were flying the cocaine over the wall, or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
They would, put 2 or 3 kilos on, depending on how big the craft was, 2 or 3 kilos of cocaine and just flying it over.
Yeah.
So Trump with the gate, whatever he wants to build that
He's
wall and whatnot. But I mean, ultimately, drone technology, like this is the state of the art.
Yeah.
Mercedes is building. They want to build taxi cabs out of drones. Basically, it picks you up in the morning, drone out, kind of thing, right?
Yeah. So, but that's funny because they wanna fly. Elon Musk is saying that's not gonna happen, right?
No, it's too noisy. So.
Yeah. No, he noisy, but he's also saying it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah. It's pretty drive a car.
You got like 1,000 flying. Cars out there. Think about what happens on the road, man.
Not for manual, not for you to drive. It's like you order. It's like an Uber.
It's got to be controlled.
Like, hey, pick me up. It's like it flies. It's computerly animated. Yeah. Everything is just controlled.
But
not like Back to the Future. Remember, he jumps in the lane. He's in the air. No, it's like that.
What do you think about his like the idea of flying cars versus what he's talking about, the hyperloops? Yeah.
This makes sense because you can go down 10,000 feet.
Yeah, and you could have different levels of what track you're going on.
It's brilliant,
isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's found a way to like do the Boeing, like with his boring company. So the boring company. Yeah, so he's figured out a way to like do it for what, 1/10 of the cost.
Yeah. He built 1 mile already.
Yeah, it turned out. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He said $10 million for 1 mile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus,
so, 100 million. I think it was like 100 million. It came down by like by like almost 90%.
I think if the city did it was 100, he did it for 10.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Yes, exactly. So it was 1/10 of the cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes sense. Do multiple
because
levels.
You can go as low as you can, right?
Boom. Just bloody hell if you get stuck down there. It's kind of like creepy, but you can't just walk at it.
Better than flying out of the sky. Like falling out of the sky.
Just get out of the car and walk.
Yeah. You have some options at this point. Yeah, you have some options. That thing, there's not too many options, man. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. On that note.
Yeah, fair enough. What do we got? A few more minutes here. Do you want to talk a little bit of what you're doing now? What you plan for the summer? Get ready for the fall because anyway you look at it, you gotta start planning. We're June 5th.
Yeah.
So we have July, August really to kind of unwind, and then probably mid-August, end of August, start to maybe even before
ramp back up.
Plan.
Yeah. So that's exactly what it is. Like just gonna try to take it easy. I gotta keep going. All the time I'm like focused on trying to do something new or whatever. Yeah, like I think the idea is just to kind of keep going, but take some time off too. Like I want to try to go away somewhere for a bit. My brother and I are going to be doing some camping finally.
Nice.
We haven't gone camping in a very, very, very long time. Like actual tent camping.
Is it glamping?
It kind of is. Yeah.
So type of camping?
Sorry?
Is it my type of clamping?
No. This is like actually a next level. No.
And a hotel.
We don't check in and get a fob key to open a door. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Zipper?
Yeah. So it's like a tent in a Ontario park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's glamping because they have like, you may not be aware, but they have like these comfort stations.
Oh,
yeah, they have comfort stations. So they have
gentleman
like
areas.
Showers, like individual stalls which are showers.
Not in the lake?
Well, you can. You can opt out. Yeah. I won't, but I'll use it. But then they have like this washroom, and you can whatever. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So they have like some of the parks have these comfort stations, and some of the
when you
places.
heading now? That's fun.
I think that's going to be towards the end of August. We're going to do something like that. Yeah, but I'm going to try to do something like towards the end of July as well.
Yeah.
But a little bit more civilized. Maybe rent a cottage for a week or so.
Yeah, I think that's great. That's crazy good.
Yeah.
Same here. Like. So right now, as of June, I stopped reading and stopped meditating just a little bit now, short period. Yeah, because you need a break. You gotta recharge. Exercising still going,
sure,
pretty strong, and diet, intermittent fasting. But I shut down like meditating right now, just temporarily, and reading. Yeah. I'm just gonna look. I'm doing a lot of audiobooks right now and podcasts. I'm into podcasts crazy right now.
Yeah, no, but that's good.
Yeah, just switch gears, and then but reading's so important, so I gotta get back into it. But I feel like I'm still very. So the problem is with this is so all the work that we started in December, the mountain, like all the reading, all the brainstorming, all the hard meditation, all that stuff. It's bringing me to a good point right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to take a short break, but get back onto it because why I'm feeling good today is because of 4 or 5 months of hard labor.
Yeah.
Working on mindset. So I'm very very aware of that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to like go push that too far.
No,
and then September comes around and you're broken.
You're gonna be burned.
So yeah. I gotta get. So now like working around the house, like gardening, I've been planting trees, flowers, like
Good,
just crazy amount of landscaping work, right?
Nice.
And that's a form of meditation too for me.
Yeah.
It's like green thumb, where you're literally like my hands in the dirt, like the neighbors. It's not a very like handy area, like with, it's I guess it's, I don't know if you want to say upscale, but whatever. But a lot of these guys don't do much.
That's like me. Like my green thumb was I had trees installed and I was watering it. I was like, oh, this is pretty relaxing.
Like on my hands and knees and like digging. Like
I watch people put them in.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, it's fun though. Try. So that's it. I think that's pretty much it. Then the summertime. So Montreal this weekend. Then we're going to Florida for 2 weeks with Disney involved. And then something during the week, just to chill. Well, once I get the pavilion all
ready
to
be
go,
out hanging out there.
Yeah, I think that's going to be part of my little.
We should do one of our podcasts from there.
We are going to.
That's
gonna
be
I think
fun.
Sullivan and Chris are going to come up. We're going to cook some pizzas and stuff. So.
Nice. Oh yeah. Do you have that outdoor oven? Do you?
Yeah.
So
So
we gotta do that.
That's it, buddy.
All right. Cool.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Yeah. This was East Meets West podcast with Steve Zalunardo and Hussein Kabani. If you guys have questions, put them in our comments. Reach out to us. Email us. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Listen, we're a wealth of knowledge, especially real estate investing, and it's free. So send them in. We'd love to hear your feedback on the podcast. Is there anything you'd like us to change, or any questions need answering? So have an amazing day.
Take care, guys.
Ciao.